welcome to Show Up, Stand Out online visibility series for entrepreneurs. My name is Juliet Stapleton. I am a visibility strategist known as the Queen of Visibility, and I am bringing you fantastic, amazing entrepreneurs from all over the world to help you with your visibility. Today, I am so excited because we are not going to talk about Facebook as I usually do. We're going to talk about elsewhere that could be really, really good for you. And I bring you Estie, who is a business genius who can take any idea and turn it into an amazing, profitable business. And today we're going to cover LinkedIn. But before we jump into the meat and potatoes of this whole conversation, Estie, can you tell a little bit, just introduce yourself to the audience, like what is your background and why do you call yourself, why people call you, I should say, business genius?
Sure. So back in 2011, I was working as a CIO of a multinational nonprofit, and then my job turned toxic, and my whole work-life balance that I had worked out just completely fell apart. They hired a no manager. He was evil. We hated each other, and I needed to leave. And so when I left, I started looking for another job, and I had a lot of trouble finding something that would give me the flexibility to be with my children. I had 3 kids at the time and still do high-level work and make a good salary. And I realized that if I was going to live the life I wanted, doing the work I wanted with the money I wanted, I was going to have to do my own thing. And I had a dream. And so I was meeting with headhunters, and I confided my dream in one of them. She was a former McKinsey consultant. And she said, Estie, okay, I'm looking at this position, that position for you. But what's the dream? What do you really want to do? I'm going to confide in her because what I really want to do is small business consulting. Because I think that should really be a thing. Now, back in 2011, this was not a thing. Okay, you either knew how to run a business or you didn't. And if you did, and you did well, you could get some help. And if you didn't, you don't belong in the space. And so this was like not an industry like it is today. But I confided in her, I said, this is what I really want to do. You're a former consultant. I'd love to hear your opinion. And she looked at me and she said, Estie, no one will ever hire you. No one will take you seriously. She said, you need at least another 20 years of corporate level, high senior executive experience before anyone ever pay you money for your business help. So I was crushed, right? That was not fun. I went home in hysterics, really, really broken. But I'm very lucky. I had a lot of supportive people in my world. And they're like, Estie, she's big business, you're small business. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She doesn't know you. You can totally do this. And I did. I built a full service consulting firm for small businesses. I built it in under 2 years to 6 figures. When I first started, I couldn't even dream in 6 figures, by the way. Like when I first started, I was like dreaming of 5 figures. Because a C-level position, they hand you 6 figures, you're good. But on your own, I've always had side hustles. I had side hustles in everything from hairdressing to medical billing. I've sold my own handiwork. I've done database building. I've taught hip hop classes. And they've all been profitable, but they've been like pocket money. Like they've never been anything major. And so to build my own thing, I was like, okay, 5 figures. And we hit 6 in under 2 years. So that was super fun. And I really credit it to the fact that I really understand marketing. Marketing to me is the key that unlocks the door to money. Marketing is where you turn ideas into money. And that's why people say I'm a business, I can turn any idea into money. Because marketing is where you create and communicate that value to everybody. And I really believe everyone should have their own thing. Whether it's full-time or part-time, the world is not stable. Sorry for anyone who's still under that illusion, but it is. You can't rely on anyone or anything else providing for you. I really just think everyone's got to know how to turn things into money, right? We should all be alchemists. We should all be able to turn something into gold. And if you don't want to do it full-time, cool. Just have it there. Have it there if you ever need it, always. And that's the way you can always guarantee living the life you want with the money you want. And so that's what I like to teach people.
We are so on the same page with this whole thing. I started my online business basically realizing that there's no way you can, it was 2017 when I took my business online, put my face to it, but 6 years before that, I just realized you cannot rely that it's 2017, there is no lifetime careers anymore. There's no clients that will stay with you for years and years to come. Someday the day will come and they will stop. So you cannot relax. It's not that you have to be stressed. It's not what I mean. But you cannot rely that things will just be coming in. You have to go yourself and take control. And it really made such a huge difference. And I agree with you 100%. And you know what, naysayers, just ignore them, because there'll be always somebody who will say something that you can't do this. It could be someone in your family, it could be someone, that you really look up to, but they might not know exactly your situation. And then even if they do know, it's all in here, right? There's Estie is just like a typical example of don't listen, just do it, follow your dreams, turn anything into gold. I love it. I absolutely love it. So
and she was wrong, by the way. Like, she was totally wrong, right? With 400 something clients and millions of dollars in added revenue later, people totally paid me for my advice.
Yes, they did, exactly. No, it's really like giving advice is such a tricky thing. It's such a tricky thing. And I really do think that you shouldn't ever cut anybody's dream, especially if you ask what's your dream and they say that's not going to happen. No, that's not a great approach. So tell me, why LinkedIn? Because I know that you left Facebook. So I am, as a big Facebook advocate, I want to know. Tell me why.
Sure. So for me, because one of the things my company does, we do full service consulting. So we do also strategy, business plans, pitch decks, marketing strategy, and we do implementation. So we do logos and branding, social media marketing. And so for me, because a lot of what I teach my clients, I specialize in micro businesses, right? Helping people who are from solopreneurs to mid-sized companies either do it themselves or they're directly responsible for the hire or the freelancer who's helping them with their marketing. I believe they have to understand it. For me to help them understand it, I have to understand it. And even though we have other consultants on the team, anything that we do, I don't have to do it, but I need to understand it. And I think every business owner should be like that. Otherwise, you just get messed over, you waste money, you get the wrong people. And so I went platform by platform, learning how each platform works, right? And how you can really maximize. So I started on Facebook. That was my first place, right? I was I don't know what you call it, maybe a lurker, right? I would just sit and just watch everything. For like the first year, I don't think I wrote a post, my first year on Facebook. I just read and watched and learned, like, what does this space look like for business owners? And then I started posting and I started having, but for me, it wasn't a fit because it's my personal brand is much less personal, right? Like, I'll let you into my work life, but I'm not showing you pictures of my kids or telling you about my bad day or telling you about my good day because I don't care. I don't think you care. And like, I love you, but I don't really care that your alarm went off at 2 a.m. Like, I have stuff to do, okay? Like, it wasn't resonating with my personality and how I live. Like, I'm very much in my head. I love to be always learning, always thinking, always doing, always giving, always building. And Facebook didn't resonate for me. So I learned it, I got it, we were able to help clients with it. I'm like, okay, next. Right? And I moved on to Instagram. Instagram was a little more fun because it was pretty pictures. I grew my following to like 2,000 people in the first few months. And I was like, oh, this is cute. Right? So we developed our Instagram strategy, how we teach people how to build a following, but I wasn't getting business from it. Because Instagram had a lot of wannapreneurs on it. Right? Instagram has a lot of people, and again, I'm very serious about business, not in like a way, but much more in a like, you're here, let's make real money. Like, let's do this for real. Why are you wasting your time? Why are you spinning your wheels? And I'll be like, no, but like, I just want to see, like, and they're always like, I'm sorry, if it works, and like, try, I'm like, fine, go, throw spaghetti at the wall, see if it sticks, but like, not for me. So I didn't get any real business from Instagram. So after about half a year, I was like, okay, great, we mastered this, we know how to do it. We've replicated the exact same system for clients, growing into thousands of organic, right? This is with zero paid. And then I moved on to LinkedIn. I was like, okay, next. I didn't expect to stay in any one place. I figured I'll like check each one out, learn it, and move on to next. So after LinkedIn was going to be YouTube. All right, so I get on LinkedIn about a year and a half ago, and that was when LinkedIn had recently changed their interface to make it more like Facebook. They put up a real homepage. They got their ads still stink, okay? They're working on it, but LinkedIn ads are mostly worthless. And but I just started. Let me learn the space. Let me follow. Let me see what's going on. And I just like, I started getting real business. Like, I started getting calls and I started closing deals, and I was like, I'm going to stay here. Like, this is a fun place to be because, and this is kind of where, not so much reverse engineering as being able to codify what you learn and understand. So social media to me is a party, right? So your website is your home base, whether it's your store or your house, right? And we explain that and how we teach in a foundation and architecture and decorations and the whole thing and how you do a walkthrough, all that. Fine. Social media is a party. It's not yours. You are visiting the party. The party's already there, 24/7 live. There are certain people at this party. There's a dress code. There's a, if you will, a conversation code, how the conversation goes, what's accepted. And every party's different. And personally, I haven't been to any of my high school reunions. right? Facebook is a reunion party. Most people won't connect with you if they don't know you, think they know you, or see like some real benefit in getting to know you, right? So it's very much like, oh yeah, we met at this conference, know you from high school, knew you from my old town, met you for someone else mentioned you. Very much I call it a reunion party, right? Instagram's coffee shop. Everyone's sitting, there's like pretty pictures on the wall, like, oh, you guys are so good. Right? It's like very light, chatter, very friendly, a lot of inspirational quotes, and everyone's just sitting. LinkedIn's a networking event. I love networking events. Love it. And so I landed on LinkedIn. I'm like, I am home. I could totally hang out at this party because I could talk about work and business all day. And if you do that on Facebook, people are like, shut up. Like, we're here to just hang out, you know? And LinkedIn, I'm like, more, tell me more, teach me more. And so I just started growing the following. I have over 12,500 followers. Again, zero paid. I've never paid for LinkedIn Premium. I've never done anything. Just again, strategy, right? We teach it now. It's my LinkedIn 30-30 system. We taught it. We did a summit recently where we pulled together 8 LinkedIn influencers to all teach their hacks, myself included, on the algorithm, on the processes, how to do LinkedIn video. Currently, LinkedIn is a lot of what people are saying, the ones who are really making it. It's like what Facebook was like 5-10 years ago. Yeah. Right? It's the heyday. So like I post something on Facebook, it'll get 100, 250 views, 20, 30 likes, right? I post something on Instagram, it's a little better. I'll get like 79 likes on almost any post. And we just relaunched a new Instagram. So I've only got like 600 followers as of today, I think, 600 something, but I'm getting 70, 80 likes and 100 something views on everything, on my stories. So that's like already a nice percentage. LinkedIn, I'm getting 10,000 views, a few hundred likes. Like the traction is just enormous. And so that is why I love hanging out there. And if you're in any kind of B2B service, anything, LinkedIn is your home.
Yes, that's true as well. Especially if you can target companies, if you can target, it depends on who you're targeting. Again, I have to put my 2 cents. You clearly were using Facebook, even though you're looking at the business, how to use it for business. But what you're describing is when you're using Facebook for personal use. That's what you see: motivational quotes, pictures of kids. Whatever strategies we're using, for example, for me, you'll surround yourself with entrepreneurs and people in your target audiences. You will almost never see pictures of kids. I don't even see my family anymore. It's kind of completely controlled. So just to give a kind of like a 360, everybody has their own perspective. I find myself not in my space on LinkedIn in a way, because even though I do work with companies and I do provide that kind of service, my services are much more personal. So see, this is like, you have to find something that works for you, right? And then you have to find, but say, okay, let's see, you are targeting, not UST, but you are targeting in the audience, you're a B2B business, you're targeting companies. So LinkedIn is for you, but how do you go there and you're like, oh, what am I going to do? Because I do see posts like you're describing with loads of traction. And then I see posts that get no traction whatsoever. So how do you get from 0 to huge traction?
And I started at 0, by the way. Like I literally started at nothing. So this is what we teach in the 30-30 system. I'll give you like the crash course version. We do have the full version, obviously. So the crash course is like this, right? We're going to keep with the party parable, okay? So before you go to a party, you get dressed. Yeah, I hope you're not going in pajamas. And LinkedIn's a networking event, so you got to dress up for the networking event. Your dress is your profile. So the first thing you got to do is optimize your profile, and not just the way LinkedIn says, where they're like, optimize your profile, become an all-star, enter this. Yeah, that too, and that's important for the algorithms. But you want to make sure your picture is the right kind of picture. Okay, so like on Facebook, you'll have a lot of people being like this, like sideways lens, like a little like eyeball poking out, and like that looks cool. That's not a LinkedIn photo. Okay, I don't want to see your dog. I don't want to see your spouse. I don't want to see your lunch. Okay, like I want to see like a nice, again, professional headshot. It could be a profile view, doesn't matter, but there's a professional feel, resonance with your core brand. Then there's a wallpaper. Okay, that's prime real estate. Don't leave it blank. It looks like you forgot about it. Use that for leverage. Use it either to show your products, your services, a place where you spoke. If you do speaking, you work with like something that kind of builds reputation and legitimacy. And then you have your headline, which is really important. Which again, is a teaching on each one of these. I'm just going to outline it. Headline, you've got summary, you've got experience, which is basically how people always used to use LinkedIn, like an online resume, but it's more than that. So you want to capitalize on experience. And then you have a bunch of extras where you have testimonials and recommendations at the bottom. You can add skills where people can recommend you, and just kind of building out that whole thing. Although the top piece is the most important, and that summary piece is key because you can sell in that summary. And I get on lead calls every day where I have no idea where they came from. They book through my autoscheduler via LinkedIn, and the autoschedule is just built into my summary. I explain what I do, explain how I help. You can see my credibility right there. You can see my experience right there. You see my testimonials. I got 30-something that are all from clients. And I can phone people. I'm like, how'd you hear about me? They're like, oh, LinkedIn. Oh, LinkedIn. Oh, LinkedIn. Right, and I'm closing the deals. So number one is get dressed for the party. Make sure you're dressed in a way that people want to interact with you. They want to get to know you. You look nice. You're not like smelly and whatever. So that's step one.
I'm just going to type in, this is exactly what I teach about. If you want to use Facebook for business and you want to leverage it through your personal profile, you have to, optimize it. Exactly. So this is, again, the same principle on LinkedIn.
For sure. So I'm going to tell you, I actually use this as my social media party hacking system. So I'm giving you the LinkedIn version by breaking it down. This is the LinkedIn specific pieces. This system works on every single platform. It's the same strategy I use to go to Instagram. And within I think we're on there for about a month. Again, no paid, no nothing. We have 600 something followers. Active. They're active, they're interacting, they're DMing me. It's the same exact strategy. You can use this to launch any platform. Again, every platform has its nuances. You have to understand these little details. So same like Facebook, LinkedIn, the next step you're going to do is you're going to join the conversation. Okay? And that has two parts where you're writing your own posts and you're also commenting on other people's posts. Because if you want people to get to know you, right? So you might say something and see who responds. And again, you're at this party. People get so confused on social media. That's why I love the party analogy. Because they come in to a group or just randomly and they're like, I'm running a sale. And no one responds. They're like, well, she did that and that worked. Like, idiot. She's been at the party for 2 years. She's talking to people. She knows 500 people at this party. They all know her. They love her. She's commenting on their stuff. She's like, hey, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I want to do this. They know her. You are a stranger. You walk in. Everybody's talking. You're like, hey. I'm like, who are you?
Exactly.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Right? Get in the conversation, contribute, be part of it, talk about what other people are talking about. So if you walk into the party and you see a lot of people are talking about, let's say again, LinkedIn, there's a lot of works, a lot of B2B, let's say talking about clients, they're talking about branding, and you've got a certain expertise, start talking about the stuff people want to hear about. So you can go in and just start saying, hey guys, here's a great client hacking tip. Oh, okay, I don't know who you are, but I'm listening.
Yeah.
Right? And then same thing for commenting on other people's posts. Don't spam other people. This is bad manners on every social media platform. Facebook also, of course, but Facebook is even worse. But LinkedIn, if I have a post, first of all, I can delete comments. Okay, did you know that? I can delete them. You come on my post and you try to hack it with your little spam bot. I don't know what you got there. I'm going to delete you and I'm going to flag you. Don't go in there and start selling on someone else's post, but contribute, comment. People will notice you. They'll start trying to see what you're saying. Joy, and people overcomplicate social media. If you know how to go to a party, whether it's an engagement party, a networking event, or just a small talk, okay, and you know how to talk to people, all you gotta do is translate those skills online in the right place.
It's so true. It is so true. And I actually use the party analogy as well all the time. This is exactly what it is, and everybody hates someone, a stranger, pushing their thing, or look at me, I wrote a book, or, this is what I'm selling. And that's why you're getting ignored, so you have to get involved. You have to talk to people. And there's a way to do it. Whatever your platform of choice, there's always a way to do it in an authentic way that will turn everything into money for you. But it's not even about that, it's about making your dreams come true and making your dream life happen. That's what money does for you. So I know one thing I know that with these strategies, you also have a mini course that somebody can take.
I do have a mini course that somebody can take, yeah. I do have a mini course somebody can take. So we have a couple of them, but one of our mini courses is the 1hourmarketingstrategy.com. And if you go there, you literally, I give you all of marketing strategy in an hour, including social media and how that fits into the broader picture. So you can totally check that out. It's really, really awesome. Definitely check that. So the third piece of this, and this is where LinkedIn starts to turn into real money. And again, this is every platform, guys. So every single social media platform has these three things. You have your getting dressed, you have your join the conversation, and then you have your one-on-ones. Okay, and that's your DMs or your PMs or your chats. Every platform has another name for it. It doesn't matter. But what you want to be doing is you want to get active in the one-on-one conversations. People are getting to know you in the feed, right? So you're like joining these organizations, and then you're like, hey, you look interesting, let's talk, or you're like approaching someone on the side. And so in LinkedIn, what we like to do, again, LinkedIn, what's amazing about it is you don't only connect to people you know, you connect to anyone who you want to know. And that is different than a lot of other platforms, because in Instagram, for example, when you follow someone, they don't automatically follow you back. You're not connected, right? On Facebook, you have to reach out for a friend request. So LinkedIn, you reach out for a connection request as well. People are way more likely to connect with you as long as you're dressed nice. As long as it looks like you'll be interesting or valuable to their network, they will want you there. And so it's a lot easier to grow a massive following. And so one of the things we do is we teach in our program a system where you connect to 100 new people every single day. And a certain percentage of those will accept, a certain amount, then you have to do certain things in the back end to make sure you don't get booted off the platform for mass connecting. But it works. It works, and that's part of how my following has grown so fast and so big with no investment financially. And so we move it into the one-on-one chats where everyone we connect with, who connects to us, we send just a very short intro message, right? No spam. Hey, Estie, this is what I do. This is where we teach, the verbal pitch, the elevator pitch, the hook, whatever you want to call it. Hey, I'm Estie. I help business owners earn more money with less headache. Anything I can help you with. That's it. Anyone who connects to me, we send that pitch. Okay, so let's say out of 100, let's say I probably get like 50 new connections every single day right now. That's about, that's a little more right now. So okay, give or take, yeah? So let's say I get 50 new people every single day in my network. We send out 50 of these. You can do it automated. I use a VA. I like them better. Automation just works. So my VA will send out just, hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for connecting, blah, blah, blah. Of those 50, let's say 20 respond, okay, which is a really good number, okay? So 20 respond, let's say of those 20, and this is right, classic sales funnel, wider at the top, narrow at the bottom, okay? So 20 is going to respond. Some, maybe 5 are going to say, no thanks, but thanks for the offer. Another 5 are going to say, wow, that sounds really interesting. I don't think I'm ready for you yet. I've seen you around. I'm going to keep you in mind. But like 5 to 15 are going to say, tell me more. So I'm going to tell them more. And then of that, a percentage, so I would say from every 50, I'm getting on 5 to 10 lead calls every single week right now that are solid leads that have gone through this. And I'm closing like 80%.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And yes, of course, on LinkedIn, it's a professional platform. So comparing to the conversations you have on Facebook, which even though you're connecting, even if you're connecting to entrepreneurs and they know why you're connecting, you still can't just go straight to it's still that kind of, it's not a networking event, right? So it is still a party. You need to talk about wine and, have a little.
Exactly. And that didn't work for me. Because like, I don't care enough about those little details in my life to share them with you.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't teach to share about, how much wine you drank last night either. But there are certain ways. And I think that Facebook, there is a definitely, well, I know in my scene right now on Facebook, I don't even see anything private at all. And it's all people just connecting to each other. So obviously every network has, it's, as I said in the beginning, it's what fits you, and also who you're targeting. Because if you're not targeting particularly people, businesses, and you're not a B2B, and you're a healer or you're a wellness coach or anything, then Facebook is a good platform for you to be, because that's where your target audience is. So that's fantastic. So there's 3 steps. Optimize your profile, get busy, active, give the energy, and the energy will be re-given to you, and take it all into the private conversation. That's in a nutshell what I teach about Facebook, guys. This is working for every and anywhere. Instagram's the same, so you really need to think about these 3 things and cover them and put some work in, because without, sending out 100 messages to people, it's also time, but it is a time investment that pays off when you do it right.
For sure, guys, you can get a VA for $4 an hour. Like, they're not hard to find. They're very happy to work for you. You're very happy to have them. It's a great match. And we use this exact system for Instagram now. We're only on Instagram a month. I've already closed 2 4-figure deals.
There we go. Easily covered. So Estie, thank you so much for being my guest today. Such a great, brilliant information. And it's, in a way, it just validates, the simple way we do business in life, in offline. It's exactly the same idea online. So whatever other ideas you have, they're all wrong. This is real. The social network, in any social network, the accent is on social. So you have to get your head around this. And there's no kind of silver bullets or magic strategies. It's really just human to human interaction. And that's it.
This is the magic, and give. Social media is give, ask. right?
That's
I want
right.
2 hits for every ask, right? Your 1-to-4 ratio.
Value first, yeah. That's right. That's right.
And if you're not out there giving, no one cares about you.
That is true too. That is true. And like just as you said, you know, if nobody knows you and you're coming to the party, say something, they will always ignore you. This is a normal thing, you know. So you can either go into and stand in the corner and feel bad about yourself, or you can get into the conversation and make friends. Estie, thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much for watching the show. If you have any questions for Estie, please pop them in the comments or connect with her. What was that link again for the...
Yeah, so guys, you can go to onehourmarketingstrategy.com. That's onehourmarketingstrategy.com. You get my free mini course, learn everything you need to about marketing and how social media fits into that picture so that you never waste money on marketing again. And you connect me on LinkedIn and you'll get my little message.
Of course, absolutely. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Connect to Estie, and if your business is targeting other businesses, you definitely should give LinkedIn a go if you haven't so far. Thanks a million, and we'll see you next week.